It is so good to see so many of you. Good to see you, young lady. Becky looks good. Oh, it's been a long time. And I know you don't think I exist and I'm not around and somehow Fred Cooper is bailed and he's out. Some of you are going, yes, it's been great. But I want you to know I have not missed a beat in my effort, not only for New Age, but also for what I'm hoping I can bring to you. This is the culmination of 2.5 years of planning. It deals with IT. Now, I could make some jokes about IT today, but it's a little sensitive. And nothing's ever right with IT. It's only how bad or how good. In fact, have you ever had a feeling like, gee, this just isn't my year? Okay, so have you ever said, wow, I did something, I thought it was going to turn out really good and it turned out to be horrible. And you wish you could undo it. You ever had problems in your family and you look at it and go, I can't believe this is actually happening. I hear about these things, but not mine. You ever had somebody steal from you that was a friend? You're kind of, I can't believe this. You've been lied to, deceived, slandered. Yeah, guess what? Welcome to my 2021. It's been awful. In fact, I can tell you in my whole life, I don't know a time. Oh my gosh, how am I emotional? This is the greatest day of my life. This is the big culmination of what I believe is going to change your world. But I have never understood depression. It's just something I don't understand. I have been giving talks all over the world about suck it up. What's your problem? You're going to be okay. And this year, I honestly believe God told me, I'm going to show you what it feels like. And I'm just going to keep piling it until you get how people feel. Oh, I'd just much rather be lectured to than I would get taught a lesson. But that notwithstanding, through it all, I have no choice but to endure. But I do have a choice whether I can endure it well. And in all of that, this one objective brought me so much enthusiasm because it just might make a difference for all the bad in 2021. It is like something you have never seen before. In fact, you know what this is? If it works, it's IT. Oh. This is the first classified automobile, an internal combustion engine created by Mr. Benz, yes, as in Mercedes and Benz, first patented in 1886, a 3/4 horsepower internal combustion engine with a 4-stroke motor. And it was the first time a person could ride in it. Patent number, ready for this one? I just did this to impress you. Patent number 37435. A few years later, long years later, they made a little video of how it works. You spin a big wheel, it spins, it starts. It's only got 2/3, 3/4 of horsepower. So a little push might help. It starts to go, and it really goes really well if it'll go downhill. Now on that day, you see those crowds. Those crowds are now used to a car. But when it first came out, it was the most unbelievable thing somebody had ever seen. If you would have told them it is going to revolutionize how things are done in this industry, you'd have never believed it, right? There's no chance. So now there's a whole new one. Tesla. Look where we are today. The big Tesla himself, we all know his little faux pas that he covered really well when he throws a rock at his impervious truck, cracks his windshield. He's got auto self-driving that, of course, always works perfectly and never had a problem. much, right? But now he's even got a vehicle that he claims can hover as we change. If we don't change, we're dead. And guess what? Our industry is going to change. And it has been changing. And whether you like it or not, we are going to have to change with it. So what I want to do is move NewAge to the cusp of brand new. Something that's never done. Now, are there going to be little wrecks, little hiccups, little, yes. But I am telling you, it is going to change the way we do commerce. Now, when I was a kid, that's how I used to use the phone. I look it up on the yellow pages, and what would I do? I'd dial the telephone and look it up. Today, how do millennials do it? It's all on their phone. In fact, you know, my boy is such a jerk. He looks at this little, whatever it is, JPEG moving file. He looks at me and said, Dad, nobody opens up the application anymore to find the number. Oh, sorry, that changed too. Next, I used to ring a doorbell and actually talk to somebody. Not with the millennials. Millennials, it's all text, I'm here, come on out, we're out of here. In my day, when you used to go get food, you'd have to wait in line. They are so impatient little suckers. What is it now? It's all Uber Eats, right? DoorDash. That's lazy. I mean, that is lazy. They don't do anything. And everybody talks about the spending power of millennials. It ain't any spending power of millennials. It's the parents they mooch off, and then they buy all the stuff they want. I remember Crazy Friday, right? Everybody remember Friday? It was the Friday after Thanksgiving, and it was crazy. And now it's what? Cyber Monday. Yeah, it just seems so natural. Well, even advertising has changed. How many of you remember this? Okay, I tell this to my boy. He just looks at me like, you don't know what you're talking about, Dad. Watch this. Brady's right there. Watch this. Where's the beef? If you laugh, you're about my age. You've got to be at least, 40? Thanks, girl. Wasn't that funny? However, or Mean Joe Green on Coke. Have a Coke and a smile. It used to be you'd pay this guy $1 million because he's a super athlete, and he says, I wear Nike shoes, and that makes me fly like Michael Jordan. And we all used to buy into it and buy his shoes. Oh, that's gone the way of the world. Now we got influencers. And influencers, they get on and say, look at me, and they walk around with their little phone all day doing this. Look at me. Don't you wish you were me? Don't you wish you had my lifestyle? Don't you? Oh, and my shoes look so good, right? All right. Well, I had no idea how similar social media and selling is to network marketing. I am telling you, they are parallel in so many ways. But the problem is, in network marketing, over the last 40 years, it has gone on just like your dad's and your mama's MLM. It is getting so bad that a millennial won't even talk to you at times because they'll always say the same word that is offensive to me and offensive to you. Oh, that's that pyramid thing. I won't do it. It's true. Well, sitting in the crowd, I can't single him out because he's embarrassed, is a guy who has to make, I don't know what you make, but it's a lot. He's got to be making $1 million a year as an influencer. Shoot, he makes $500,000 a year. They pay him just to use Rakuten. You think if I walked up to him and said, you want to do MLM? He'd say yes? There's no way. Unless you smoke on pot, there's no way. Guess what? The boy has an interest. More than an interest. He now works closely with us to help this new application revolutionize social selling. Now, I know you think it's a big deal, but I gotta tell you, you're gonna have to change, and you're old. If you don't wanna do this, you're old. Old people have trouble changing. I had to learn a whole new vocabulary, so we're gonna do it together, okay? If you talk MLM, they don't wanna hear it. Don't say it, okay? We gotta learn a new vocabulary. So we're gonna do it together. I'm gonna teach you a few new words, shall we? They mean the same thing. But as my wife always tells you, it's not what you said, it's how you said it. Because I believe every woman, it just sounds bad. So it's not, yeah, see, people are hugging. It's like, yeah, I just told him that. Huh, it's true, right? He's like, oh, sorry. Okay, how should I have said it? All right, so together, I want us to repeat after me. Number one, we will never, ever use in this new platform of Kwik the word downline manager. We don't use, where'd my screen go? Back office. It's called a dashboard. Okay, ready? So we don't say DLM, we say, yes, it's the same thing. Number two, we don't say, are we gonna do a contest, an incentive, or a promotion? We call it a campaign. Oh, they all know what that is. Ready for the next one? We do not call it a downline. That's horrible. We call it chain. It's all in a name. We do not call it levels. We call them waves. Waves of influence. Are you with me? Ah. Okay, next. Points. No. Points are quick cash. Oh, we're starting to get this. I'm telling you, you're going to start to talk their language. This is going to be a piece of cake. We never recruit. We share. I can see a little millennial sitting right there, and she's smiling. Yeah, we share. We don't recruit. Okay, next. We never do a presentation. It's called a story view. And a story view so that you can watch it on the internet and go, oh, I see what it is. When I first started network marketing, it was a PowerPoint presentation. But now it's a story view, okay? And of course, we don't have a team and we never have a downline. We have, I think you guys have a chance to do this. And now for the really tough one, this is gonna take you a minute to learn this language. Try this one. It is not called a multi-level compensation plan. That is awful. That means pyramid. What we call it is a campaign referral fee based on your total reach. You got me? All right. Now I want you to listen to me, and I want you to listen to me very good. This is not an MLM tool. I've already seen things going on the internet that suggest, look at what NewAge has, and it's an MLM tool. You do that, this isn't going to change the world. Everyone's going to view it as an MLM, and you're going to try to trick them to get into MLM. This will be your warm market generator. Instead of having to walk up to somebody and say, hey, I want you to join my network marketing company, and I want you to join it, and we're going to go recruit people, and you're going to share these 5 products. No. We're going to introduce to them the product that they already love, know, purchase, buy, or that they've asked you to recommend. How many of you this last week have had somebody ask you for a recommendation? It happens to me almost every day. Where did you go eat? Where did you get those shoes? Where did you get those well, I don't say earrings to me, but where did you get all this stuff? What if, just like Uber, what if the Uber of network marketing were quick. What if somebody came up to me when they looked at me and they said, Freddie, you look pretty stylish today. Where did you get those shoes? And just like when you ask, could you drop me a pin and tell me where your location is on an Apple phone? What if in just a click or two, I could send them the link of where they could buy my shoes? I send the link to their phone. I post it on any social media that they are used to. So I send it to their Facebook, their Twitter, their WhatsApp, any account they want, or right to their email. They look at it, click on the link, there's the product, there's the recommendation, there's the number of stars that it gets. They click buy, and in a nanosecond that check is processed or that credit card clears, you look into an account and see in your wallet a commission for that purchase. What if you're watching a video of somebody, ladies? Ladies are more notorious than men. And as you're watching the video on Facebook, you all of a sudden went, where did they get that picture frame in the background? I like it. And you could touch the screen. It came up and showed you where they buy it. They buy it from you, and you instantly get a commission in your account. It's crazy, right? Think about everything everybody buys every day. I'm looking on the countertop. I see coffee all the time. What if somebody walked up and you said, hey, where's the nearest Starbucks? You sent them to the nearest Starbucks. As soon as they bought their Starbucks, you got some reward points from Starbucks, and you make a quarter on that coffee. In social selling, this has just come of age. If you are a very big social seller, you can actually make up to 15% on a one-time order on any one campaign. Kwik offers 15% one-time commission on the first order and the second and the third and all subsequent orders. And the campaign has an infinite duration. That alone, if you knew social selling, I have them all. Then when I tell them, oh, by the way, here's the compensation plan. Is that what I say? No, what do I say? Yes! You say that to them and you said, and based on your total reach, when your friends retweet that, you get half as much again. And when your friends of your friends in your third wave buy, you get half again as much, and half again as much, and half again as much, all the way down to the single penny. You get it for life as long as it lasts. This program has never been seen. The benefits are enormous. It doesn't cost anything to enroll. It's a free app to use. There's no team building requirement. There's no products that you have to necessarily endorse. It's the first team program of any size worldwide. It has 32 patents filed on it, worldwide patents. We are the only company at Kwik that can have it, and the list goes on and on and on. So, I expected a pathetic response because you're all sitting in the audience going, great, Fred, you're going to be rich, you invented the next car. What does that do for me? Well, that's what I'd be thinking, right? Well, I have good news for you because I never left you despite the rumors. I am very personally, emotionally tied to RX. And now to NewAge. I wouldn't leave you guys for all the tea in China. You're beautiful, young lady. I love the red hair. It looks good. I know. See, I noticed her new hairdo. Now that's impressive. Okay, so now the real question is, what are the benefits to you as a New Age rep? First, you're going to attract people in MLM you've never attracted before. I am telling you, I have yet to be turned down. I'm going to say it twice. I have yet to be turned down by an influencer in this program. But when I tell you how you're going to promote it to these influencers, they're not going to turn you down doing New Age either. Next, you will introduce influencers. They will earn between 2 and 4 times more the commissions that they had been earning under Rakuten, Like to Know It, or any other process. For the first time ever in network marketing, you're going to increase your wallet share. Did you know this, but you don't know this? Everybody in network marketing always buys just enough products to cover their auto ship. The mode, median, and mean purchase price is just about $140, which costs 100 points to stay active. Nobody ever pays much more than that. But guess what? Now you're going to get points on everything anyone ever buys. You get to make money on everything that anyone purchases in their house. There is no enrollment. Placement is automatic. And you don't need to be a compensation plan expert. In the screen, you're going to see a $10 commission paid. That means every time you sell it, you get $10. When it's retweeted, you get $5. When it's retweeted again, you get $2.50. When it's retweeted again, you get $1.25. It goes all the way down by half to a single penny. I just taught you the entire compensation plan. Okay? But the biggest thing you are about to get is points on every good or service ever put on the Kwik platform. No, I don't think we're going to get this. Yeah. I want you to think about my wife and Diet Coke. My wife drinks Diet Coke like it's going out of style. If the person who brings Coke to the platform and makes 5 cents off of every time my wife has a Diet Coke can retire. But in Kwik, you make the commissions off of only your chain. Whereas in New Age, you'll make commissions not only on your chains, but your entire downline's chains. This makes us government compliance. They're really cracking down on having enough customers. We are going to be the first network marketing company to have more customers than reps by 1,000 to 1 margin. It will generate your natural warm market. You know how? For the first time in network marketing history, you're going to go to somebody in your Kwik organization and you're going to say, did you know you're leaving money on the table? And they're going to say, well, I'm making $2,000 a week on Kwik. And you'll say, yes. And you'd have been making $6,000 more a week at New Age. Come and join. Because why? All the points that flow through Kwik become preferred customer volume in New Age. Preferred customer volume is auto-balanced volume. So your preferred customers now can even generate you. And also, it is exclusive only to you. So, I have the man who is one of your own. He has studied this with me. He's gone through the math with me to see how much this means to you. I would literally say he's an expert at this. So I want to welcome to the stage one of your own who's going to help you explain and understand how much money we're really talking. Welcome to the stage, Mr. Aaron Decker. Okay, Aaron. We got to get him a mic. We got to get Aaron a mic here. There's got to be someone. Yes, no, maybe so. Oh, bless you. Impromptu drives people crazy.
Okay.
Okay, Aaron, you're up.
Hello. Test. Okay. Do you guys understand what he just said?
No.
You don't understand then. You have no idea. So, can I take a couple minutes?
Absolutely.
Okay. Can I just quickly run through how we've been presenting this? By the way, for the first time in 19 years in this industry, I've enrolled 8 new brand partners. They never asked me about a product, a comp plan, or a company. All they did is gave me their credit card and said, please, I don't want to miss out. Okay? Where do I got to stand for that? How we explain it is this. I start off by explaining kind of what Fred just said. Say, listen, and it's really, really simple. What's the last thing that you bought online? Shoes? What else? What's the last thing you bought online? What? Okay, I don't care what it was. Carrot slicer, shoes, book, it doesn't matter. Well, Aaron, how do I, in the old days it was, how do I prospect people? I don't prospect. What's the last thing you bought online? What if I could show you a way that you could monetize that? Can anybody learn that script? Pretty simple. Well, we have this new, what I like to call, customer network platform powered by a brand new company called Kwik. Let me explain how it works. You bought that carrot slicer. How much did you pay? Let's just say you paid $15. And what did you get? You bought it from what marketplace? What's some of the marketplaces out there? Okay, Amazon, Target, whatever. I said, okay, but now let's just say that you buy that same carrot slicer for the same price or less, but you use a different marketing platform through Kwik. So when you went over here through your other one, you got the carrot slicer, that's all you got. When you go through this platform, you get the carrot slicer plus a unique link tied to you and that carrot slicer for life. And then when you share that, and you can share it anyway through your social media, however you want to share it, somebody else wants that because we do it all the time anyway. We always are referring and recommending. Now when somebody else clicks on that, not only do they get the carrot slicer, but you get a commission or you get paid a percentage of the wholesale retail margin. Kind of like an affiliate, but better. When they buy that, they're prompted to share it. When they share it, they get the majority share. You get half of their share for every sale. But when they do it, they get the majority, they get half, you get half of that half. And it just keeps going down to a penny. Everybody get that? Now, here's what's fun. If you know the person that makes the carrot slicers, you actually could introduce them to the platform and they set aside a little kind of override for you as that referrer of the business. Businesses love it because they now get their analytics. It costs them nothing to be on the platform and you get a little something for bringing it. So everything that I just explained, free to use, free to share, free to earn for you and for the companies. Everybody get it? Okay. Now, I don't know about you, but I personally, Tim, don't like leaving money on the table. Let's just go through this example really quick. And now, by the way, what I usually do is I say, there's a business network side. You might not be interested in business, and that's okay. And I'll explain that in a minute, but let me just give you some math. Let's just use the $15 carrot slicer, and let's just say that you shared it and 5 people wanted that, so they just bought it. Remember, they're not signing up for anything. They're not enrolling for anything. All they did is buy something that they saw that they wanted. Does that make sense? And in this example, and I understand it's too good to be true, but I need an example. So those 5 share it that get 5 that buy it, that those 5 share it that get 5 that buy it. Everybody with me? That would have went 8 waves before it hit a penny. You would have created about 488,281 customers for the carrot slicer company. Do they like you? I promise, you just made them about $3.6 million. But remember, in that equation, the carrot slicer company in this analogy said, listen, we only want $7.50. We're willing to give the other $7.50 to Kwik to what I like to call revenue share. Get used to that word. And I'll come back to that in a minute. But as they're revenue sharing, If you started that campaign, check this out. All you did is purchase what you wanted. In this case, we're just using a carrot slicer. It could be anything that you wanted. You paid $15 one time, and you shared it. And you walked away and you forgot. Here's who didn't forget. Kwik. Why don't they paid you, in that perfect analogy, a little over $8,000 because you bought a $15 carrot slicer. Anybody get excited about that? Remember, you might have known the company. So you knew the company and you referred them. Guess what else? They paid you an additional, Tim, $18,000 because you brought the company. Not bad. 18,008, what is that about? 26,000? Not bad. $26,000 for buying a $15 product that you wanted. Free to use, free to share, free to earn. Everything that I just talked about is free. Well, Tim, how could it get any better than that? I'm in. I just want to buy that thing. Hold on. Remember the business network? Now it's business. In business people expect to do what? Invest, because business costs money. In this case, it's a $29.99 one time. You then get exclusive access to this portfolio of products over here through this company that actually runs the business network called NewAge. All you got to do is roughly spend about $370 of products that you can just redirect spend over here one time, and roughly $150 once a month, about $5 a day, redirected spending through best-in-class products. But when you do that, it enables you to get this other little bit of money. A lot of people are familiar with crypto. This company uses these point things. It's kind of like crypto, only it pays every week. In my analogy of 5 that get 5 that get 5, let's just say that you started with just a small little business. It's called 2 lines. Don't worry about that. Anybody in here have a business that has 2 lines, like a manager level business or a member level business? By the time I'm done, all of you that are not ultimate, you'll be ultimate before you walk out the door, I promise you. Here's why. Remember, Vince, you started a campaign on something that you were going to purchase anyway. You just did it through a different platform called Kwik. That campaign paid you $8,000. You referred that company another $18,000, and you're like, oh my gosh, I hit the mother load. If you weren't a part of the business network based on 2 lines, you potentially walked over $104,000. Okay, you didn't get that. You bought a $15 carrot slicer. You're in a company called NewAge. Kwik paid you, in that analogy, $26,000. NewAge paid you potentially an extra $104,000. Do you understand that? For those of you, if you're ultimate in this room, raise your hand if you're ultimate. I'm going to give you a pay raise because you chose to be ultimate. Same example. 8,018 through Kwik, but no longer is it 104 potential. It's $416,000 potential because you have 5 lines that you can monetize. And I won't take up much more time, and I apologize, but I need you guys, you don't understand this. You see, everything that every guru in this industry for 70 plus years has taught is now obsolete. I no longer go to somebody and say, hey Brady, let me show you how you can make money. Let me overcome the objection of no. Let me teach you fear of loss. I don't have to do any of that stuff. Brady, let me show you the money that you're potentially leaving on the table. Bro, what's better for you? Customer network, business network? Customer network, fantastic. I love you. God bless you. I hope you make $8,000 because you just put in my pocket, because I'm ultimate, potentially $400,000. Let me ask you again, do you want to be customer network, business network? Oh, business sounds better. See, because what he doesn't want to do is go to bed at night thinking, wait a minute, I think I made a mistake. That guy sent me a link for that carrot slicer, and if I really send that out, yeah, I make $8,000, but you mean that guy could make $400,000 off of my efforts? Is it worth $29 and $370 one time and $150 a month, $5 a day? I think that it is. And now just one more minute and I'll be done. I don't want to take up Fred's time because I know that you came here to hear him. But if you understand this, and this is just my crazy mind and how I think, but I'm going to go back just not too far. I know you can go back to the beginning of time because he's smart. I'm not that smart, so I can go back a little bit. But there's a company, and it was started by a guy by the name Sam Walton, and he started a company called Walmart. Who benefited the most in that concept? Anybody know? Who benefited the most? Well, the consumers benefited because you got cheaper products. Some of the vendors benefited, but the margins got squeezed. Who benefited the most? Well, that family. Billions. Next iteration. Guy comes along. His name is Jeff. Like him, don't like him, I really don't care. He just invented a better deal. He removed all the barriers. Who benefits the most through Amazon? Well, consumers, it's convenient. Companies, they get to sell a lot of stuff. Margins getting squeezed. You and I getting frustrated. Who made the most? First guy to make what? $1 trillion. Like, are you kidding? That's a lot of money. There's countries that don't make trillions. We've gone as far as we can go as a society of letting one person at the top make the money. See, there's been something going on. It's an underlying current that's been going on that this guy brilliantly figured out and got us all to be first mover advantage of. And it's called revenue share. Listen, he has created something that will share the wealth. Once you and I start to share that, listen, this is not taken from the rich and given to the poor. You still got to use your influence to get out there and do it. It's still equal opportunity. But once we start the next revolution of revenue share, you can never, ever go back to giving it to one person. When you get that, you will not sleep tonight. Listen, by the way, my math was based on 1 point. That 104,000, that 416,000 was based on each one of those. I don't even think we have a product in our portfolio that's 1 point. Do you know that I decided to do a calculation based on the lowest I could find because you guys, you wouldn't believe it. You think it's too good to be true, but what you forget about is we created $3.6 million for a company that loves us and is willing to give us more. You guys, you're not going to believe this. Fred, thank you so much for allowing me to take the time. God bless.